Kraken community, wrestling fans, welcome. It is officially time for our War Games Survivor Series predictions and thoughts. Of course, I hope you've had a fantastic Thursday. Or if it's Friday, hope you had a great Friday. If you are watching Saturday, by God, I hope you're ready for War Games. I know we will be. And of course, with that being said, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and when you do, turn all notifications on so you can stay up to date with us on where we're at, what we're doing, and how much fun we are currently having. So we're going to start this off. We're going to talk about the smaller matches on the card before we talk about the actual War Games matches. And we'll start off with the one that was made official on Monday. Shinsuke Nakamura going up against LA Knight. Yeah, our United States champion. Now, we've seen LA Knight have several run ins this past few months with Andrade. They had a great match. Of course, it did not end in Andrade's favor. LA Knight kept the title due to good old Carmelo Hayes getting involved. We've seen LA Knight go up against Carmelo Hayes, where we've seen Andrade get involved. And then we even seen a triple threat match between Andrade, LA Knight, and Carmelo Hayes. We've also seen LA Knight defend the United States title against and Legado del Fantasma, Santos, and Berto. So he's had good title defenses since he became champion. He even done an open challenge in Germany and fought Ludwig Kaiser, which was a great match there as well. So LA Knight has had the opportunity to have great matches and defend the title. He's done fantastic. And now he's going up against Shinsuke Nakamura, who is an LA Knight fan. This could honestly be the moment we see him lose the title. I know that's wild. This will be Shinsuke's first time coming back to the main roster. I know he's been in New Japan doing some stuff. And then he just didn't have a lot going on in WWE, and everyone was kind of speculating what might be going on with that. And then, bam, out of nowhere, he attacks LA Knight. Great build up. Shinsuke Nakamura is giving us the same style promos that we've seen with the Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins build up. They do fantastic work with that, and I'm glad they continue to do that with all of his match promo build-ups so far. With that, of course, I'm going to say Shinsuke actually dethrones the megastar at War Games and becomes the new United States champion. Now, the match that was also made official due to a heated rivalry between three men on the Raw roster. You got Ludwig Kaiser, you got Braun Breaker, and you got Sheamus in a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Champion. So let's break this down and how this is going to possibly play out for you. Sheamus is a Grand Slam champion if he wins the Intercontinental title. Ludwig will have his first main roster solo title. And Braun Breaker will still be letting the dogs bark wherever he possibly may be if he wins this come Saturday. Ludwig needs to win this on the simple fact that Gunther told him, hey, it is time you show up and do what you need to do so we can do what we need to do. So Gunther gave him, in some sense, an ultimatum of what has to happen. Now, will it happen? Ludwig has that ability to be a singles champion somewhere, somehow in the WWE. That's not a doubt in my mind. My thing is, will he take this off of Braun Breaker and can he steal this away from Sheamus? I don't think he does. I do not see him winning this one at Survivor Series over them two. Then you also have on the opposite side of this, you got Braun Breaker, who, if he does lose this Intercontinental, will most definitely be thrown into the title picture at either Saturday Night Main Event or the Royal Rumble. Now, on my side of this, I want to see Sheamus be a Grand Slam champion. I grew up with Sheamus when he was early on in WWE. I remember when he was the bar. I remember when he won the title. I remember every step by step for where he is now. I would truly, truly enjoy seeing them make Sheamus the Grand Slam champion that he deserves to be. That is who I am going with to win. Now, to our third and final solo title match. You do have Gunther, the ring general, going up against Damian Priest, who is trying to win back the world title that he lost at SummerSlam. Damian's had some bump in the roads getting back to the title picture. He had to go through Judgment Day to get there. They're the ones that cost him the title, so he had to take care of Finn Balor. He had to take care of Dirty Dom. Remember, Dirty Dom won the original qualifying match for the number one contender. And then at Saudi Arabia, they had a fatal four-way. Damian Priest won this. Now, Damian Priest has been getting into Gunther's head a little bit, making him feel as if he is not able to be that threat that he once was, that he's not able to run the main roster and put that fear into people like he once did. Is that the case? Is that what we're looking at? I don't think it is. I think more or less, I think Damian is pissing off Gunther. And yes, he may be saying things that are accurate at the current moment, but I don't know if that makes that big of a difference come Survivor Series. I think when we get in the ring, we're going to see the ring general do what the ring general does best, and that's absolutely lay the chopping down to Damian Priest. But I think in some odd way, I really think we're going to see Damian Priest walk out as a world heavyweight champion. Now, a lot of people are thinking, is Goldberg going to show up? Is, someone going to help? No, not yet. I don't think we're going to see the Goldberg and Gunther build up for a few more months, maybe closer to next year, midway through. We will see that match at some point, but it's not going to be here. It's not going to build up here from what we've seen a couple months back. I am taking Damian Priest to win this. Now, let's talk about the War Games. You got Team Liv versus Team Rhea. Team Liv consists of Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. Have Team Rhea, who has Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, whoever is going to take Jade Cargill's spot, and Io Sky. Now, of course, we did learn last Monday that Bayley has been helping Bianca, or at least we've seen that happen. Naomi has put in her name to be the fifth member. Bayley would make sense. Bayley has experience. Bayley also has been feuding with Nia, Tiffany, and Candice. It would only make sense. Now, of course, there has been people that say, hey, I want to see Charlotte come back here. Or let's throw Becky into it. I think we've seen them closer to the Rumble for their big returns. So from what we've seen Monday, of course, I'm going to assume Bayley is going to be our fifth. So with that being said, they do have the advantage going into this match. I think we're going to see Naomi into the War Games cage first, going up against Tiffany Stratton. I do believe then we'll probably get Bayley to enter, and then Candice will enter. And then it will go, of course, back and forth from there. We'll probably see Bianca enter at that point, and then we'll get Raquel Rodriguez. Then we'll get Io, and then we'll get Nia. Then the final to come in from Team Rhea will be Team Rhea will be Rhea, and then Liv, of course. That's when she will go directly for her. Now, the only outlier here, in my sole opinion, is you have Miss Money in the Bank on the same team with both women's champions. I don't know how that's going to turn out. I don't know if they're going to do attempt a cash in after the match ends and have both of them non-responsive laid out on the mat, and she just pin whoever, take the opportunity, and do what she wants to that way. I think this is a good possibility for a cash in. Now, who would win this match? I honestly think we're going to see Team Liv win. Which does sound absolutely wild, because of who all they do have on the Team Rhea side. But I think this would build the upcoming story and final, I guess, battle between Team Liv and Rhea Ripley heading into the Royal Rumble. I think that's where this ends at. And I think that's what they're going to be building for. Now, they could surprise us and Team Rhea win this, and that's how Tiffany does her cash in. But I want to say that Team Liv walks out of this, and I won't honestly think we might see Raquel be the one to pin Bianca Belair inside this match. Now, what will be more than likely our main event is going to be Team OTC, OG Bloodline, Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jay Uso, Sammy Uso, and the original Paul Heyman guy, CM Punk, going up against the new Bloodline of Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tamatanga, Tonga Loa. This match has a lot of stuff building up for it. There is a ton going on inside this Bloodline story that has been going on for about 4.5 years now. We don't know who's got the advantage. I could only assume because we're gonna have Jacob Fatu going up against Jay Uso on Friday night from what they told us on Monday Night Raw. I would say Jacob Fatu wins this match. Some way the OG Bloodline is not gonna have the advantage. And I wanna say Jacob Fatu will not start this match off. It's going to be Tamatanga. We'll start it off probably with Jimmy. Then Tonga Loa will come in, which will give us Jay, then Sammy, and so on and so forth. The last one to enter this on Team OG Bloodline will be Roman Reigns, and the last one for Team Solo will be Solo. We're going to see a GTS. We're going to see spears. We're going to see super kicks. We're going to see Uso splashes. There's going to be a lot of chaos. The real question is CM Punk and Roman Reigns going to be able to get along throughout this? I do believe so. I think we're not going to see any issues between them just because of the mutual respect of Paul Heyman. I think that really makes a difference for them. Also, they got the ability to continue to build off of the bloodline story moving forwards. In this though, I do want to see a good showing between Roman and Jacob Fatu. I would really like to see that happen at Saturday night main event in December. I think this would be a good opportunity to build that for us. I also am looking for something along the lines of Seth Rollins. And why do I say Seth Rollins? Bronson Reed and CM Punk are on the radar of Seth Rollins more than anyone else in WWE right now. So either Seth finds a way to interfere in this match, which would be chaotic, and take maybe one of them out, or after the match goes off, he absolutely attacks them. Hell, even with that, we may see Kevin Owens attack Sami Zayn. for going and partnering with the Bloodline. I don't know what might happen at the end of this. I do know more than likely The Rock, the final boss, will show up and probably give another just gesture that the Bloodline has messed up, probably leading into a Bloodline versus the final boss and Solo Sokoa's team at some point. This is probably going to carry on for a few more months, maybe a few more PLEs. But of course, I don't know how they're going to work it in. But I do know this match is going to be fantastic. And as much as I hate to say this, I do think for things to continue down the road, if they're going to keep building this, I want to say that the new bloodline has to win here as well. I know they won last time, and that's been continuing the running factor. I think they would need to, but I also think that the new bloodline could lose here, in which would build a hey, we beat them, but they beat us. Here we go. Let's settle this. I think that's going to be the case. I think the OG Bloodline walk out victorious at War Games, leading into something bigger with The Rock, Solo, and the new Bloodline. Of course, you're more than welcome to let us know in the comments who you think is winning and why. We're more than happy to discuss it. Also, we will be live at 5:45 Eastern Standard Time Saturday to our live stream of the War Games. Y'all are more than welcome to come hang out with us in the chat. Join the Kraken community as we continue to grow and take over the wrestling scene. Of course, as always, hope y'all have a blessed day. Hope you have a great evening.